And welcome to your rest and reset practice. Today, we'll be welcoming in the intention of enlivening and encouraging flow through the body. But as always, just with kind of the themes and what we've been exploring, the enlivening isn't going to be anything that is too aggressive or assertive. You can take this at your own pace. We'll be moving from a seated position today. So I'll encourage you to find a comfortable seat. And for some, it's easier to get some movement in a seated position if you are sitting more in a chair or on something where you have more 90-degree angles in the knees and the hips. If you're sitting on the ground, you can just bolster your bottom up with a pillow or bolster or cushion. We'll start with a little bit of body sensing and breath sensing, and then we'll open into self-applied touch and movement. So as you find your seat, allowing the senses to open to the space around you. And you might even turn your head with the eyes open, slowly taking in the space, the color and the objects and the different shapes. And then you might focus on one point or close your eyes as you open into the ears and hearing all the sounds around you, any inner sounds of the body or breath. And noticing if there is a smell or a lingering taste. And begin to feel into the sense of touch. So you're feeling into whatever's beneath you supporting your body. Feeling those points of connection. Feeling the textures of the clothing that drapes your body. And the feel of the air touching the skin of the hands and the face, or any other skin that might be touching the air. And feeling into surface sensations. So the points of connection, the textures, the temperature of the air. From head to toes, the surface sensations of the body in the front and the back and the sides. And then inviting attention in a bit more deeply into the body. So feeling from within. And we'll start today feeling from within the feet. So we'll move from the feet to the head. And if you need to give a little wiggle or movement to your feet and ankles to enliven sensation there, energy there, feel free to. You can't do this wrong. So just feeling any sensation that's there within the feet and the ankles, lower legs. Sensation from within the knees, upper legs. Sensation from within the hips, pelvis, low back and belly. Sensations within the torso, sensing within the rib spaces on the right side and the left side. Sensations within the chest and the upper back. As you feel along the collarbone, sensing from within the shoulders, upper arms, deep inside the elbows, forearms and wrists. Feeling from within the hands, and gathering attention back up the arms. Be drawn to sensation at the root of the throat, inside the back of the head, inside the crown of the head. Sensation within the forehead, deep within the eyes, ears, sensation within the mouth, sensation within the nostrils and nose, feeling this current of breath coming and going, and how it informs these deeper sensations as the breath moves in, noticing what happens. Where is there receptivity and space and openness? And noticing the same, what's happening on the exhale deep inside. What's moving? What direction? What does it feel like? So feeling that flow of breath for the next 7 cycles of breath, and you might count up from 1 to 7. There's no need to shape or lengthen or shorten the breath. It's your natural rhythm, just noticing these 7 cycles. The flow of the breath and how it enlivens you. Once you've completed the 7th round, letting the counting fall away. Letting the attention here expand so you're feeling the wholeness of the body and the breath and the energy that is flowing through you. And if it feels right, inviting in a breathing pattern that can enliven and awaken and encourage flow. The 3-part inhale, 1 slow exhale. And you can do the 3-part inhalation if it's comfortable through the nose. And then you can exhale through the nose or mouth. If you exhale through the mouth, you might add in sound, a sigh or a hum, some sound that's happening all on its own. You can choose to layer if you'd like. We'll do 3 rounds and we'll take an easy breath in between each round. So I will guide along. Feel free to follow if you'd like. On the bottom of your next exhale, hold out your breath. And then breathe in 3 parts. So inhale a third, pause. Second third, pause. Last third, filling up to capacity. Hold just for a brief moment and then slow, even exhale through nose or mouth. An easy breath in between. And that 3-part inhalation. Feeling each third. Different sensation. Where is it moving? Which direction? Holding at the top of the inhale and then slow, even exhale. An easy breath in between. The last round with the 3-part inhale, you might bring in the arms and hands. So as you inhale a third, the arms come up about a third. And then another third, and the final third. The arms might be a bit vertical. And on the exhale, slow and even, the arms float their way down, taking your time. Another easy breath here. Then setting that breath free, just noticing how you're feeling now. It's the feel of the body here in this moment. Does the breath feel like it's flowing a bit more freely, moving into those periphery places of hands and feet? Continue to encourage that flow with some movement. So, doing as much or as little as you like, modifying as you need. You're going to bring your hands together at the center of the chest. And on the inhale, take your arms up toward the ceiling, turning the palms away, and then exhale, floating the arms out to the side, down alongside you. Flip your palms up, inhale, reaching toward the ceiling. As you exhale, palms turn away and the arms float down. Flip the palms up, inhale. This time as you exhale, deep bend in the elbows, cactus arms, so palms are forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, deep bend in the elbows, feeling that across the chest, the upper back. Once more, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus arms. And then lengthen those arms out long, right to left, reaching out from the fingertips. And then inviting the arms to come in front, right arm underneath the left, bending at the elbows. So the hands are coming to the opposite shoulders. We'll pause here for a brief period. The invitation can be just to stay here, breathe, noticing sensations, what's coming alive. You might begin to move a bit. You can gently bring your elbows forward or slightly up toward the ceiling. You might prefer to rock a bit side to side or do a little twist with the shoulders. The head might be following along or moving in a different direction. 3 more cycles of breath here. If you're moving, come back to center. And on the inhale, you're opening your arms wide, reaching strongly in opposite directions. And then exhale, bring the arms forward once again, the left underneath the right, bending at the elbows. Hands are taking opposite shoulders. Settling in with the breath before moving the elbows or arms or torso. We don't need to move too quickly into movement as we take different shapes. Staying still can be just as informative and enlivening depending on what we're doing and who we are. And there are 3 more breaths here. You're moving your back to center. On the inhale, you're reaching your arms strongly in opposite directions. And then exhale, bring them down by your side. Just pause a moment, feeling the sensation within you. And then continuing to flow along with some movement into our full spinal twist. So if you're sitting, make sure you're sitting a bit forward in your seat so your spine is nice and aligned, as it is for you. And on your inhale, the palms flip up. You're reaching your arms up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, you're twisting to the right, bending your arms, the elbows, so you're cactusing the arms. Inhale, reaching up, turning forward. And then exhale, twist to the left, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, turning to center. Exhale, twisting to the right. This time you're pausing. You can bring your right hand to right hip, or if you have a arm on your chair and your left hand to your left knee, and you're gently pressing into that left knee, and you're feeling this twist from the hip to the shoulders to the top of the head. And very slowly, the head begins to turn to center and over the left shoulder. So everything from the shoulders down stays twisting and fixed toward the right. Just the head is moving. We'll be here just a little while, not too long. The movement of the head is at a slow and steady pace. You're only going as far until you find that little edge where it says, that's enough. We don't need to force. Next time you're turning away from your right shoulder, bring your shoulders along so you're unwinding the spine back to center. Keeping your hands on the upper legs here, just allow yourself to rock forward and back with your pelvis and spine. So you might tuck your spine under, rounding your back. So it's like our exhale, cat. And then rolling your pelvis forward, the heart forward, your shoulders back is like our cow. Might do that once or twice more, feeling the front and the back of the spine. And coming back to that starting position, upright. Hands are by your side. You're flipping your palms up. Inhale, reaching toward the ceiling. As you exhale, twist to the left, cactus arms. Inhale, reaching the arms up, twisting back here to center, rather untwisting. And then exhale to the right, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, back to center. And then exhale, twisting to the left, cactus arms, pausing, left hand to left hip or arm of your chair, right hand to right knee, gently pressing in and feeling that Twist deepening from the hips to the shoulders to the head. Everything from the shoulders down stays fixed. Just the head begins to move to center and then over the right shoulder. Back to center and toward the left. So letting yourself savoring these few moments here in this side twist. Head is gently moving back and forth to the degree that is comfortable for you. Next time you're turning away from your left shoulder, bring the shoulders along so you're coming back to center. Hands are on the upper legs. You might do that cat cow in your seat or make some small circles with your torso. Coming back to stillness if you're moving. Last inhale here, flipping your palms up, reaching toward the ceiling. Take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and arc to the left. And back up to center and then opposite. So right hand to left wrist, leaning to the right. Inhale up, back to center. And then as you exhale, the hands come down. And as they come down, let them gently touch the front of the body. Soft touch along the front of the face, throat, chest, soft touch to the belly, front of the hips. And if you can reach down the front of the legs, fingertips might touch the ground. Coming back to your comfortable seat. As we come to a close, you might bring one hand to the center of the chest, the other one over the navel. Just take 3 more focused, intentional breaths here, feeling from within. That flow of breath and life force energy that's always moving through you. And any gratitude you have for this time that you've taken, your radiant body, our wonderful teachers. And thank you for joining Rest and Reset today. I do hope these practices supported you in some way. It's always an honor to share.